Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yodaman on the boards, and once again, I'm joined by Derek. Hey, Derek, how's it going?
Doing good.
All right, so in this newest episode of Yoda's Hut, we are actually playing with some of the new Wretched Hive sets that just came out. I am playing a deck that Derek actually suggested. I've got a Sith deck. I'm on the right in this video. I've got two Fall of the Jedi, two Emperor's Web, two Council of the Sith, two Emperor's Cabal, that's the new Sith set, one Agent of the Emperor, and one Plan of the Prophetess. And Jerry is playing a variation of something that Kira Mode and Derek actually both had suggested, sort of kind of split the difference, where he's got two Rebel Affiliation, two Defensive Yavin 4, two Mobilize the Squadrons, two Turning the Tide, two Planning the Attack, and two Resourceful Survivors. That's the new Rebel set in Wretched Hive. It looks like on the flops, I've started with Emperor's Web, Plan of the Prophetess, and Emperor's Cabal. And Jerry started with Mobilize the Squadrons, Turning the Tide, and Planning the Attack. And I guess we're off and running here. Played a Dark Temple, and I got a Quadi security team out. And I think I'm going to end up just having to commit here, if I remember right, that I didn't get anything else. So I'm going to commit the Quadi and take balance, take one off Dark Temple, and pass turn to Jerry here on the left. So you got any initial comments and thoughts about these decks? Obviously, one of them was yours and one was pretty close to something you suggested.
Yeah, I mean, generally when we get new cards out, I either have a deck that I already want to stick it into, or I just kind of start with that pod and see what works with it. And everything about the Emperor's Cabal, I think that whatever it's called, is kind of just screamed the old Sith control to me.
Right.
So I went back to the old Core Vader, Core Emperor, and Council, of course. And then the last two was either going to be, I wanted either double Prophetess or one with one Mara just for variety. So I think when I posted it, I mentioned that, and you went with the double Mara version here.
Yeah.
So.
I actually went with one Mara and one Saris. So I
Or
split
that's what I
it. Yeah,
meant.
yeah, sorry. I split
Yeah.
the difference. Yeah.
Yeah. The other deck was just the idea of being able to potentially play Rebel Assault 8 times in one game.
Right. Yeah.
So we went with those 6 pods to start, and then noticed that everything in the deck was a Yavin location, so Dodonna seemed obvious. And here's where Kira Mode went with the new Akbar. I was kind of unsure what to try. I think my suggestion was to try Luke and Home. There are Pilot Luke with the new Red 5
Right.
and I Have You Now and such. I've also considered, I haven't tried this yet, but trying it with the new Mon Mothra pod as well, with the new Kyle,
Yeah.
and some of that to make the events cheaper as well is another option.
Right.
So
Yeah, so it looks like Jerry played a Hidden Outpost, and then he played the new General Willard, who's got 2 guns, a Black Blast, and after you play an event card, you get to draw a card once per turn. He's got 3 health, too, so he's a little bit more sturdy. And
Yeah.
and he also had the, like I did, he was able to start with one of the new objectives. He started with Resourceful Survivors, which for those of you just kind of seeing the cards maybe for the first time in action, that's what, if you play a Rebel event card from your discard pile if you want to, and then remove it from the game once per turn. So that's why you were talking about the all the
Right.
bunch of Rebel assaults. And it looked like Jerry also just played Trench Run
Yep.
to enhance the Death Star dial. Now you can't
Yeah.
Rebel assault the Trench Run, but you can Rebel assault other things to clear the way to attack it. So that's not bad.
Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate you can't use the Rebel Assault on that, but instead, I mean, every time you draw one, it's like drawing 2 of them, because you play it, it goes to your discard pile, then you can play it again.
Right, right.
And you can do that with virtually any Rebel event, as long as you get that objective out there. So there's a few other ones you can make use of as well, but the Rebel Assault is obviously the big one.
Yep, and he sent the B-Wing in. I didn't defend. He did 2 damage to the Death Star dial, and then he took balance with Willard. So the dial will just go to 2. Now, I had that Emperor's Cabal out to start with, and that's this is obviously the first time I had a chance to play it. I'd just gotten the cards this morning. And after you win a Force Struggle, you get to shuffle an event card from your discard pile back in your deck, which is insane. It really is when you'll see, especially I just played a Force Choke, and
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was, but I had when I played the other version of this with the double prophetess against a buddy of mine, against Mitch actually from the boards. Mitch 2480 I think is what he goes by, but I think I deadly sighted him 3 times in that game and still had it in my hand once.
Yeah.
And every turn was a choke and then a reshuffle because you bring things back into your hand. If you keep force, you're doing it twice. You're doing it on your
Right.
opponent's turn too. So
Yeah.
it was choke, reshuffle, dark precog, reshuffle, deadly
Right.
sight, reshuffle.
Right. Just put it.
It got really obnoxious.
Yeah, just put it back in. So I was able to play a Sith library to kind of keep it back up, and then Emperor's Royal Guard, another quaddy security team. So at least I got some guys out. And one of the events I see in my hand is that the new event from that set, which is called Cruel Procedures, which just costs 1. Of course, it's free with an Emperor's Web being out. And during the engagement, you can move a damage from a participating Sith unit to a target participating enemy unit. And that also is insane. that you
Yeah,
can,
I never got a chance to use it yet, but it's
Yeah.
just incredibly insane.
Right, and also after you win a force struggle, that one goes back from the discard right to your hand. The other
Yep.
ones get shuffled in, and that just you could just abuse it like crazy.
Yeah,
So
so as long as they don't one-shot your guys, you can block with something like a Vader
right,
or whatever, and they take a damage and then throw one right back at them, and then you get the card back at the end of your turn anyway.
right. Now it does have to be a Sith unit, so those squatty
Yeah.
guys wouldn't let me do it unless we accidentally misplay it here. Um,
Yeah, well, the guys it doesn't work with typically have less than 3 health and are easier to deal with anyway, so.
right. So Jerry, let's see what. So I passed turn to him. I took balance back, and I'm assuming I shuffled something back into my deck, probably Force Choke, I guess, or either a Force Choke
Yeah,
or Dark Precog. Since he's got a character out, I might have taken the Force Choke.
yeah, I can't quite see your discard pile there.
Yeah, it's sort of off to the side. I think I had a. I don't even know what that is. It looked like a fake card or something, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't really think of what I would have discarded there.
You got plenty
Fake
of
card.
resources now. Now with all that events and stuff, the thing you really want now is Vader.
Right. That would be awesome. Now, I wasn't able to turn off planning the attack, so he's got the extra card draw here, and he's
Hmm.
also got, mobilize the squadron, lets you refresh it, so you basically can, it's almost pseudo elite. And now he's just dropped a couple rebel tacticians with lots of tactics
That,
potentially, but that's okay, because I'm
so they
figuring
got one
they only
health
got one
each.
health.
You got plenty of answers for those things.
Yeah. And now I know that so Jerry's got some options there. He probably wants to try to lock me down so he can swing maybe with the Beamwing and Willard again at Trench Run. Except if he can win an edge battle, those rebel tacticians could get some blast with Willard. So, but
Hmm.
if they go in with him, but he is just sending one in after Emperor's Web, and I obviously didn't just have a choker. I probably choked the thing, but I wonder if I had a heat. No, I had a twist there. like
Well,
he,
the thing is, even if you let him swing, you let him deal. Oh no, wait, those guys are not the Sith ones.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I was gonna say throw the damage back at him.
right,
I really like the Chud in the Cabal set also that lets you just reveal. I think it's reveal a fate or
right.
a event.
Oh
And
yeah,
just
and
and
then
put a
put a
shield
shield.
on.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you can do that mid combat. I mean, you can have a guy that's shielded, and they use the tactics. You block it, then you reveal an event, and put another shield right back on him.
right, exactly. Yeah, except I think it's limit once per turn. So,
Right, but
but
I
yeah,
mean, I'm saying in between strikes,
right,
if
and
he's got multiple guys with tactics, thinking he's going to get through your shields and be able to lock someone down.
right. So I won that edge battle, and I had a seed, so I got the seeds Willard there, so that's going to help my cause. And he's going in with the rebel tactician, and I'm not sure if I'm defending or not here. I think I just let him go since he didn't have a blast.
I might have blocked with the guard just to use that fate card because you're going to get it right back anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Except he doesn't have a gun if he doesn't go in with Willard, so didn't really
Oh,
matter
that's
as
true.
much.
Yeah.
But now I might block with the Royal Guard here because I could use the fake card with him. And it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be sending it back to a character, which is one of the best parts about it.
Right. It can be any unit.
Yeah, and I think he's going after the trench probably. Death Star Dial. Yeah, he put one in. I'm probably holding on to that so I can send this damage back that's coming away. Yeah. So he
Yep.
pitched another B-Wing. He'll get to. Oh, he's going to try to Rebel Assault my Royal Guard here. And I think that's going to let me send it back beforehand. I think Jerry and I
Yeah,
talked
before
about
he
this.
strikes.
Yeah. So I play that for free, and I'll send one back on the B wing before he strikes. And Jerry said he learned a lesson from that. He would have been better off striking first and then
Yeah, because
rebel assaulting.
he would have had priority then.
Right, right. Yeah, I think that's what he's looking at. So he's still going to get to do it damage, but he's not going to kill my rebel guard here or my royal
Right.
guard. But he'll do another damage to it. But I don't care because I'm blocking the unopposed, and I'm going to kill that B wing.
Yep.
And that'll leave me with a free board to swing at. So maybe I can draw some stuff. And if nothing else, I should at least be able to send one of those Kawadi guys in to take out the planning the attack and turn it off.
Yeah.
Not take it out, just turn it off. So I did have to double focus my roll guard, but I will keep balance here since I was able to focus Willard down.
So you should be able to retrieve that card
Yeah.
right away if you remember to do
Right,
it.
and and he played Rebel Assault, so he took one off turning the tide. But the dial's going to go to 4, and I'll get to refresh, and I'm getting that card back, and I'm going to probably see in my hand. And then what else could I shuffle back
Mm-hmm.
into my deck? Maybe I didn't have anything. I'm discarding it right away. I guess I just did it because.
Well, you weren't going to be able to play it.
Right, it's just as easy. I can just get it back next time.
Yeah.
Draw Rage, and it looks like I am not drawing any units there. I got a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
need it. No mains.
no main. I got no units whatsoever. At least I don't
Library.
think. Or wait, yeah,
I can't see what that deepest card is.
that is
Oh,
the
there.
other new event from the Emperor's Cabal. That is the one that's executive override when an enhancement's ability
Oh,
is
yeah.
triggered, cancel its effects. So I
That's
did.
got the fortified holding cell from Dengar set written all over
Right, right. And so,
it.
yeah, but, yeah, I don't know what we could, I guess you get rid of Echo Caverns or something on the light side.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it back. I'm going to leave planning the attack on here because I don't want to leave myself with no blockers. Now, I do have Rage, so I could free up somebody if they get locked down. Look like I drew a Heat. I don't think he's going to play an enhancement I could cancel triggering. I remember thinking it'd be nice if I could do this on Trench Run, but I guess that doesn't really trigger. Oh, there I am. I'm looking at it right now. I'm probably trying to think about, does that trigger?
Yeah, you can't target it.
I can't. Yeah, well, that card actually, I don't think targets, believe it or not. I think it just says when an enhancement's ability is triggered, cancel its effect. So, but I was
Oh.
guessing that that you win the game isn't necessarily a triggered ability. Because I was thinking that'd be awesome if you could play that and stop them from winning the game when the dial got to
Yeah,
10.
because then the enhancement wouldn't be discarded. It'd still have the 10 damage
Right,
on it.
yeah, it just wouldn't really work.
It would just go again.
Yeah, it wouldn't really work. But I was thinking, is that a way around Trench Run? Of course it isn't. The only way around Trench Run still is Turbo Laser Battery from that one Hoth set that
Yep.
doesn't target. But anyway, so let's see what Jerry does here. He's still got his one Rebel Tactician. He's got Willard with 2 damage, or 1 damage, sorry.
hmm
Now, I'm not going to be able to use that one card unless I free up the Emperor's Royal Guard with Rage, because again, you can only use that new Sith event, moving a damage from a Sith unit to a target participating unit. So, cruel procedures. I was trying to remember what it was called again. So
Yeah, well, you might want to Rage to free up the guard anyway, because he can take Force back with Willard.
right.
Even though the -1 with Prophetess, you still got 2. You only got 1 right now.
Yep, and there
So,
is Dodana.
Unless you would have committed your other guard.
Yeah. So he just played Dodana, so he's got more blast.
Yep.
And he's still got a couple resources open which he could use for anything. I mean, he played the He played that one Rebel Assault, but we know he's still got 3 more in his deck.
Well, he can play the other one out of his discard pile. So he's really got a Rebel Assault
Yeah.
if he wants it.
No, he doesn't have that. The new
Oh, he
objective
doesn't have the
out.
objective?
No.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought he
he
did.
is going to Rebel Assault the Royal Guard. I can't stop that.
Oh, so much for that.
Yeah. All right, and then he should be able to draw a card with Dodonna after he just played that, and take one off of turning the tide because he just played an event. So I wonder if he'll remember all that stuff. So he's just drew the cards. I think he drew because he forgot about. Oh, also because he played an event card, he can draw with Willard.
Yep, all these things synergize pretty well.
Yeah, and
here.
then he took the resource off turning the tide because of its ability. That lets you take a token off when you play an event card. I think it's just Rebel event, but so I'm looking at a precarious position here, and he's going to play another B-wing for one. So that really worked well for him when he freed that up. Now, if I'm Jerry, I almost think, I guess he could be cute and try to swing with the tactician separately and try to lock one of my guys down, but I almost think you just send almost everybody in at trench. Yeah, that looks like what he's going to do here.
Yeah, you don't have much damage that you can do in response.
No, I sure don't. And as we just said, I shouldn't be able to actually use that event card because I don't have any Sith units, but hopefully we won't accidentally misplay it. I mean,
although the thing is, you've got a bunch of cards and a lot of his icons are edge dependent.
Yeah, and I know I have a heat, so I should at least be able to maybe take out the tactician.
Yeah, well, if you win edge, you can take out the B-wing and strike, and tactician won't even get to swing anyway.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, that might actually be what if I can win edge, what I'd do.
Or do the icons he gets, is that the gun, is it white or is it black? Are they both white?
I think the gun is black and the blast is white, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So he actually would get a gun with the tactician.
And my karate guys both have black guns, white blasts.
No, the blast is irrelevant in defense.
I've got a bunch of resources, but I really don't think I have any good event cards at all to play. They said the one I really can't play right now. So he's put 3 in, I'm putting more in. I'm probably trying to dump my hand because I didn't have anything I could play last turn.
Yep, well, he's not going to have much for defense next turn either.
I've saved Rage. I would think I might save Rage again, just in case. So I have a bunch of icons. Looks like I have 9 with a heat and something else, and he had 8 maybe, I think, look like. So, that might be one of the preparation and plannings is the other fake card I have.
So the other thing you can do, he's not going to be able to take out your guys. If you put the heat on Dodonna, you'd be able to kill him. But then the other 2 would both get to swing, but all that is one blast.
Right.
So I might have done that instead. It looks like you're going to try and take out the other 2.
Yeah. So I'm going to swing and kill the B-Wing. I have a bad feeling I'm about to misplay this event card. So I'll see if we catch it. I do it wrong or not.
What, the Rage?
No, the
Oh, the other one.
The other one, yeah. Yeah, thinking he is Sith. I'm looking at it. Maybe I realized that I couldn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe I'm reading it now and realized I can't do it. No. I think I misplayed that. Oops. New card. Sorry, Jerry. Misplayed that one. It has to be a Sith. It has to be a Sith unit you move it from. That. So I think I was going to do that, and then I think what I'm going to end up doing is raging and killing Dodonna. Because I messed that up. So, well, that was a misplay. Yeah, there I'm going to rage now. And then shoot at Dodonna. And we misread the card. That's what happens sometimes the first time you play it. And I'm going to shoot Dodonna here. Now he is going to get forced back with Willard, but yeah, that was a bad misreading of the card. So, well, And Dial's going to go to 5. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's easy to do that when you got the new cards. You just like don't read them
Yeah.
quite closely enough, and neither one of us caught it.
Well, the funny thing is with that deck, I think those two Quaddies are practically the only two units in there that are not Sith affiliated.
All right, got another Sith library, so I'm drawing all my resources.
I think I saw the Emperor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just saw Palpatine also. I'm probably deciding, do I want to play Palpatine? I don't know why I wouldn't, but
Unless you want to play Saris.
yeah, I don't think I want to play Saris. I also have an advisor, so I wonder if I might be thinking about playing the advisor and Palpatine.
Yeah, you got the resources.
Right, that I could. Well, I have to use the advisor to play him, but I'll probably think
no, you
it's
don't.
worth
You got
it.
2 on the Dark Temple.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You
I
do.
wouldn't have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can keep the advisor there. Yeah. I know I am going to do it that way and use the advisor. I think probably so I can free up Dark Temple.
Yeah, if you need to free up the temple for an event on
Right.
his turn. It looks like you got a choke that you can use and then reshuffle.
Yeah, I probably should do that.
Well, there's also, you can reshuffle your rage back in, too.
Yeah, that's true. I might be thinking that instead. It looks like I'm just going to go to Force Phase, commit Palpatine. He's still good. Take balance back and take one off Dark Temple. And then I can shuffle something, so I'm probably deciding Rage. Oh, and I can also get the other thing back. Yeah.
Right. And with Palpatine, you'll be able to use it.
Yeah, I think the only decent one I have in there right now is Rage. Oh, I got a choke. I could shuffle another choke back. I know one's in my hand. And Dark Precog. Rage seems like the obvious one to me, but maybe I'm... Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Precog wouldn't be terrible either.
Yeah, I guess the only reason to not shuffle Rage in is... Maybe I actually would have been better shuffling a choke in. There's only one Rage in my deck. If it's in discard, I know where it is, and if an objective blows up, I can get it back with Palpatine. So.
Yeah, because Palpatine pulls stuff out of the discard that's counterproductive to what Cabal is doing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I said at least it gets it right back in your hand where Cabal shuffles it. So.
Yeah.
So I've got, and it looks like I got Saris in my hand, a choke, the Cruel Procedures, which hopefully I'll remember to play right this time. If I put Palpy in the line of fire.
Yep. Well, it shouldn't be too scary to do it, because then you can throw the damage back at Willard and choke to kill him.
Yeah.
Or now if he tries to get cute and send the Tactician first, just for hopefully tactics, you block with Palp and choke, and then focus everything.
Right.
Now, Cruel Interrogation specifically says from a Sith unit.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's where I misplayed it that first time. Yeah.
I was just thinking if it
from
was just
from a participating Sith unit to a target participating enemy unit. And after you win a force struggle, return the event from your discard pile to your hand.
Yeah, I was just thinking if maybe you just had to have a Sith participate. Like if you blocked with the Quaddy and you'd do it, but no.
No, it has to be from the Sith unit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as I said, I misplayed that last time. Although I still could have killed Dodana, I would have just had to do it differently.
Yeah, you would have had to.
I would have had to let the B-wing. You wouldn't have
been able to kill the B-wing.
Right.
That would have been the difference, because you would have had one less point of damage. You might have killed the Rebel Tactician instead, and he'd still have the B-wing out there right now.
Right, which may not have been the worst thing in the world, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it looks like he's probably trying to think what he wants to do, and I'm just trying to figure out when do I want to choke. What am I going to choke, and when am I going to choke?
Yeah, well, and the problem is, too, you still get 2 Rebel Assaults in that deck.
Yeah. But thankfully, he does not have the Resourceful Survivors objective out to let him play it from discard.
That would be a big problem right now.
Yeah. 4 is bad enough.
8
is just a little silly.
Yeah, I toyed with putting the blue fighter pod in there as well, just because of the rapid fire for one more Rebel event with one more free point of damage.
Yeah. I think Kara Mode had actually suggested that, and that was one of the things Jerry didn't use.
Yeah, I'd considered that as well because that's a pod I like too. It also the objective gives you some card draw options, and the B wings I think have like one gun, two
Right,
blast,
right.
and then the blue leader is kind of like a mini home one where he can do damage one and then do damage elsewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a very good set. It has decent icons too.
And it comes with a supporting fire
Right.
as well. I think is the last card.
See, I actually thought when Jerry started building this, I didn't realize it till afterwards that what he did was when Kiramode had said left that last slot open, and he had Blue Squadron support as one of the other things, that he just put in one Dodonna, but then he ended up putting in two. So
Yeah, I think
it
I
didn't
see a
use the B
force.
wings.
I think I see force lightning in your hand.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, lightning, a choke, and the administrative, and you got the resources to play either the lightning or the cruel.
Right,
I mean, plus the choke.
right. But I would have to play the Lightning first to get the discount. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think you probably um yeah. I mean, I think you kind of want him to swing with the one guy and let him bounce the damage back.
right.
So you have to kind of win. Well, that only happens if you win edge. Well,
Yes,
you did block with the guard too, so you could use him first.
right.
But if you do that, I think he just swings that thing, kills the guard, and ignores the emperor.
Yeah, so I had two. He put about six in, and I think one of them was a
Okay.
preparation and planning, which would mean he might have a free rebel assault in a second.
Yeah. See if he learned his lesson.
Yeah, yeah, because he could definitely kill Palpatine then if he did.
Yeah.
If he strikes first, then he can just rebel assault Palpatine because he can shoot with. Well, actually, if he went edge, he can do a damage just with a tactician and focus Palpatine even.
Yeah, Tactician has his extra icons right now,
Oh
so he's
yeah,
got
he
them
could just
free.
kill the Kawadi guy and focus Palpatine.
Yep.
I think Palpatine might be in trouble. As I'm looking at this right now. But I will keep
Well,
balance, so that should help my cause.
yeah, well, if he has a Rebel Assault, you're going to lose them both. If he doesn't, then Palp is going to get. You're going to get to throw Palp's damage back, because at least one of them is going to hit him.
Right. So I guess he's trying to decide what to do after that. And I guess I'm waiting to see if he wants to do it too first, because I could at least Rebel Assault the Tactician.
You mean
I mean,
choke?
choke. Yeah, I could choke the Tactician now.
Yeah.
Now, and he is going to play Covering Fire, which I think I was not expecting.
Hmm.
And he is sacking Willard.
I didn't expect that either.
Yeah, that's a bizarre thing.
I'm not sure.
Oh, and then that
Maybe he's
Heron. It
just
looks like
he's trying to.
I'm trying to misplay it again here.
Yeah.
And he's going to shield, so at least that won't really matter then.
Oh yeah, well, because now you can
And
choke.
I was going to choke him. Yeah, that was
That's
unfortunate.
that's twice.
Yeah, I feel bad watching this now, so apologize to all the viewers out there for me badly misplaying the new Cruel Procedures card, thinking I could use it on the Kawadi guy, and I really couldn't.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I was thinking he had a Rebel Assault, not Covering Fire there, so I guess I'm just going to.
I'm not
Palpatine should
sure
have double
why
focused.
he did that.
Yeah,
Because all he did was make it easier on you. You only had the one gun,
yeah.
and he
Well,
had
I
that.
guess maybe he knew I had the choke, or thought I might have the chokes since I was shuffling them
Well,
back
even
in.
if he did, Willard had two health left. That's the one he sacrificed.
Right. I guess well, Willard didn't have the tactics, so maybe he didn't have a Rebel Assault to be able to kill Palpatine. So my guess
Yeah,
is
well,
he was.
he wasn't going to accomplish anything other than focusing Palpatine
Yeah.
then.
So I'm taking something back. I'm gonna get the other card back again, which I've misplayed twice now.
Yeah,
And
you got chokes in there.
then I
I
got
know.
another choke. I'm shuffling the choke back in. Whoops. I think I accidentally put the choke in my hand. Yeah, there we go.
Well, at least he caught
Yeah,
that.
that would be too good. Yeah, I think we did catch that one. Like, oh wait, that one goes to hand. Or that one doesn't go there. So Dow's gonna go to 7. I still have
You
all these
still have
things on the
you still
board now.
haven't turned off planning the attack. You need to do that.
No, I gotta think that might be this turn. I
I would hope so.
got Servant of the Dark Side, like a Dark Side Apprentice, maybe Vader's lightsaber. I think that's the new Simalu or whatever his name is. I
Yeah.
just played the one that's in Emperor's Cabal. Yeah,
Yeah, that's him.
Simalu. So he's got black tactics, 2 white guns. He's force sensitive, and after he's focused to strike, you can reveal an event card from your hand to return a target non-limited enhancement to the top of its owner's deck. So can't get trench run with that either. And then I did play the guard guy from his set, the one
Yeah,
that's
that's the guy that lets you do shields.
yeah, that lets you after you play an event card, place 1 shield on a target Sith unit or objective.
Yeah, I was getting him and Simalu's
Right, yeah,
abilities crossed when I was talking about him earlier. But
right.
yeah, him, all you do is anytime you play an event, you get a free shield.
Yeah, so I sent the Servant of the Dark Side in after playing the attack, got some damage on it, and I'll probably send a Quaddy guy in after, looks like Mobilize, get some damage on that. And dial at 7, so I'm probably trying to set up for a potential win when the dial
Yeah,
gets to
you don't
9
really
if I
need to
can.
hit the third objective
No,
because you're just going to get the dial to 9, and then you need 2 of them.
right.
So, not really any point in hitting the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have been a little more aggressive, blown one up, and gotten Rage back. Or no, I had Shuffle Rage back in my
Now
deck.
you
Never mind.
shuffled
Yeah,
Rage.
or I could have gotten some other event back. But then, yeah, I guess if I couldn't get Rage, I couldn't free up Palpatine. So never mind.
Nah.
But I was probably trying to hope he didn't flip up Resourceful Survivor, so I didn't really want to blow anything up yet, even as annoying as Mobilize the Squadrons is with the extra resource. But
The last thing you want to see is that resourceful
yeah,
survivors.
so looks like
He's got 2 rebel assaults in his discard pile right
yeah.
now.
So I just committed the advisor. I'm shuffling back the thing that can get rid of non-limited enhancements. It looks like. I don't know. That was really the only thing in there or something, or maybe I was thinking it was a 3 pip card, so might as well shuffle it in. And taking one off Dark Temple. So now I got 4 resources open for stuff if I need it. And what's Jerry gonna do here? He got 4 damage on that trench, but I kind of think certainly if I wouldn't misplayed, he might have gotten some more damage on it. But I think there's a couple other times I think he might have attacked differently and been able to get a little more damage on it, keep chipping away at it.
Mm-hmm.
But so he still has a decent amount of resources here. He's got 7.
Yeah, I remember when I played my version against you, it was a real slow process chipping away at that because I trench run early also.
Right. You finally got it, but
Yeah,
it
it took a
wasn't.
while.
You didn't get it quickly.
I played a buddy of mine a week previous, right when this came out at our league, and I went. It was like turn 2 or something. He blocked and I rebel assaulted, and I got through with like an X-wing and a Y-wing, so I put 4 damage on it. And then the next turn, I had like 6 guys on the table, and including like the rookie pilot, and I sacked him with put a shield on all of them.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
just took out the trench in one more hit.
Yeah, looks like he played Akbar. So Akbar gives a bonus to rebel ships if they're attacking a mission, but that trench run doesn't count as a mission card. It's a enhancement that has the mission
Yeah,
trait. So
this was because I'd considered building this deck the same way Kirmo did, and it's good for the cheap units, but I felt like you're either going for the trench or you're going for objectives, and that's determined early by whether or not you get the trench run. But stuff like Akbar and his search for a mission and the mission cards are all pretty much irrelevant if you're going after the trench.
right.
So it puts some dead cards in your hand. The objective, of course, is great if you can make it work with the events.
Right.
But that's kind of the main reason I shied away from Akbar when I did it.
Yeah.
And decided to try something else.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked if you're using Akbar, kind of going back to that rebel deck that
Yeah, you
Jack
kind
of
of gotta
Hearts
have.
built with.
You gotta focus on missions.
Right, that you want to almost play it with ground support as a way, with Rebel. with the
Yeah.
Endor Rebel Han to try to get the extra ways to get ground support out, but it's a much easier mission, I think, to go after and can, I think, change the game a little more than Final Battle personally. But so it looks
Mm.
like all he has is Akbar, so I'm probably pretty suspicious here of what he might be doing. He left
Yeah,
all these
although
resources.
going after the missions, much like going after Trench Run, it's the same thing with Navy where you were avoided, you couldn't hit things because of Tarkin, or not Tarkin Doctrine, but the preventing the damage and stuff. And now you got similar issues with Dengar and his
Right.
damage prevention. So again, if you play Final Battle and blow it up, that's another way to get rid of objectives when
Right.
it's so hard to damage them normally
Yeah,
now.
that's true. That's true. I guess it maybe has a little more use now than it seemed to before. But
Yeah. A Scum Fortress type deck now has gotten pretty
yeah.
powerful.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm blocking with Palpatine and the what's it what are they
That's
called?
the
The
new
yeah, the
guard, the
Senate
one
guard
that
guy.
lets
Yeah.
you do the shield.
Yeah, so I need an event so I can shield Palpatine here. So I just threw in two. It looks like he threw in about five. So he's
Yeah,
gonna win
everyone is.
Edge with Akbar, and of course he has the right to play the first event here.
Yep.
And I am that's creative. I am force lightning my own servant of the dark side so I can give Palpatine a shield.
Cute.
I forgot I did that because he didn't have anybody I could force lightning, but then I could trigger the Senate guard's ability. I played a Sith event card so I could put a shield on something. Oh, that's funny.
Huh. Okay.
Target 6 units. Well, it's going to allow me to shoot back with Palpatine here and kind of lock Akbar down for good. So
Yep.
he's trying to focus Palpatine, and I use the shield.
Yep.
And now
then
he's going
use
to Rebel Assault
damage.
Palpatine, and then. Oh, did the damage first, then he Rebel Assaulted before I could move it back. Yeah. And
Yep.
did another one to the trench, but now I should be able to I'll shoot back at Akbar from one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to have the bow going to 9 and a wide open board. Now I don't have blast really. I need some blast here. I've only got the blast on the Kawadi guys, so I need two more blast, I guess, to potentially win.
Yeah, and Akbar is elite, so
Right.
you won't be able to lock him down with
Yeah.
the.
So I'm taking Force Lightning back, shuffling that in.
Yep.
And I'm going to win the Force struggle, so I should be able to get one off Dark Temple, so I have all those resources. And then I really just need to find some blast, even if it's cheap blast or something here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, I think the Kawadi guys are the only things that actually have it. So Dow goes to 9, and we'll see if I can get enough to get the win here. I think I should be in good shape if I can just draw some units. Just give me some units here. What do I got? I see a Rage. Oh, I see Mara. That'll do it.
Mara with Rage will definitely do it.
Yeah. Why? Oh, yeah. My one Kawadi guy's locked down. I forgot. So I need more than one blast. So I got Mara for 4. She could take out one objective. I need one more blast somehow. Although I gotta worry a little bit because he's still got resources. If he's still got a Rebel Assault, he could kill one of my guys.
Well, you can Rage also, remember?
Uh, yeah, that's true. And I'm gonna play Dark Precog. And it looks like Jerry's scooping here. I guess he didn't have anything. He obviously
Yeah.
did not have the other Rebel Assault in his hand. But I was a little
Yeah,
worried.
he must have not got much anything if all he played was Akbar. Well, I remember the cards he pitched in the Edge were stuff like I said that were from his set that were not any good right now. I think one of them was the Search, and then for the mission and the Final Battle was in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so I think your deck performed pretty well despite my misplay. I'm not so sure it really made a huge difference in that game. I mean, maybe a damage or two, but
I don't think he would have taken out the trench
yeah,
had he
yeah. So
played it right. So
yeah,
yeah,
but
it was a difference of 2 damage and one more unit that you probably would have been able to kill with other stuff. So
Yeah, and it certainly helped my cause that he didn't have resourceful survivors out to be able to double up on those rebel assaults. So, at least not
yeah,
in my game.
if he'd had that, he might have gotten a few extra attacks in where you
Right.
couldn't block, and he might have blown it up.
Yep. All right. Well, you got any
So,
final thoughts about this game before we wrap it up? That first, you only got a Wretched Hive cards here.
it seemed to play pretty normal. I like both of those new sets. I like Cabal and I like the new Rebel Pod as
Yeah,
well.
I do too. I think they're both pretty good. Nice addition to the card pool that will help build some things. And even like you said with your deck, and his deck to some extent brought some older pods back that maybe, it's always
Hmm.
nice that you can, the new stuff complements the old stuff still so you don't feel like, oh, I just can play new stuff to have a chance that you can make some good decks using a variety of cards. All right, well,
Yeah.
thanks again for joining me for commentary as always, Derek. Really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure.